Alright, welcome back. In part one of the video for stem and leaf plots, I taught you how to make one when you have a set of numbers, and then I gave you a problem. I gave you a list of numbers at the end of that video and asked you to go ahead and practice this by making your own stem and leaf plot. And here's the answer. Okay, your original list of numbers was right up here. First thing I did was rewrote the list of numbers in order. You don't have to do this, it's not required, but when you go to make the stem and leaf plot, it's much easier when your numbers are already in order. You have less of a chance of leaving a number out, getting something out of order, and so on. So I always like to do this. Then here we go. We have a 0. These are the tens. What's in the tens place? Okay. Remember, we put a 0 there for the 5. So even though there's no tens there, we need to put that there so we have equal intervals on our graph. So there's the 5. We have 11, 14, 15, and 16. Right? Whenever you want to put back together the numbers from a stem and leaf plot, you just take the one from the tens place and then one from the ones place. The catch is you'll do that every time. You go back and grab it again and match it up with each number. Grab it again, match it with the 5. Grab it one more time, match it with the 6. That's how you can reconstruct a list of numbers when all you have is a stem and leaf plot. Moving on, so that takes all the tens. Then we just have 21. We have 34. And we have 51. And remember, we have the 4 there. So once again, we need equal intervals on the graph. Even though there are no numbers in the 40s in my list, I need to put the 4 there. Hopefully you did yours that way. Nice job. Moving on. How about if you have a stem and leaf plot without a list of numbers and you need to interpret that data? You need to do something with that information. Well, let's do that. Okay, here we go. Here's a stem and leaf plot. And I want to find these measures of central tendency and a few other things here. Here we go. What's the mode? That's the number that happens the most, right? Let's take a look. Anything I see more than one of, my radar's up, right? So here I have a couple of 1s, a couple of 2s. Everything else I only have one of each. So this means 21 happens twice, and this means 52 happens twice. You can have more than one mode, of course. In this case, we have 2. 2 numbers that happen the most. The median, that's the one in the middle. Well, it's tough to tell what's in the middle when you have a stem and leaf plot. So I'm going to go ahead and rewrite this list of numbers. I'm going to reconstruct this list. There's the 3. Of course, we just talked about 21 happens twice, and there's a 22 and a 25. 22, 25. Then we have some numbers in the 30s. 33, 34, 35, I'm running out of room, 38, and 2 52s. Bad planning on my part. Okay, now to find the median, I'm just going to cross numbers off the ends until I arrive at the middle, 33. This was really nice. There was just one number there this time. Finally, the mean, which would be the average. I want to add all these numbers and divide by how many there are. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Then I get out my handy dandy calculator, and we're just going to add these up quickly. 21, 21, 22, 25, 33, which is the median, 34, 35, 38, 52 twice, 336, and then I divide that by 11, and 30 and 5/10. That's the mean, the average. If these were test scores, that would be the class average for that test. Okay? The range, highest minus lowest, so that's 52 minus 3, right? There's the highest number, there's the lowest number. Subtract, the range is 49. Outliers. Both of those numbers are really outliers. 3, and 52. Explain. Why are those outliers? They are much higher or lower than the rest of the numbers. Okay? Outliers, any numbers that don't quite fit in. They can be higher or lower. Great. So that's how you can kind of put together a list of numbers when you're given a stem and leaf plot, and then just like you would with any other list of data, you could find some information, interpret that data, find some different things. Okay, one more thing before I let you go. What is wrong with this stem and leaf plot? Here I've made a stem and leaf plot. It's got quite a few issues with it. Please don't make one like this if you're taking a test. It's not pretty. There's lots of stuff wrong with it. Let me give you a moment to think. Think of some errors. Think of something you remember from learning how to make a stem and leaf plot. All right, here we go. First of all, right here, I've got a number in the ones place, but nothing over here. We need to have something over here to keep that place, so we're going to put the 0 there, right? If this, assuming this is the number 4, there's a 0 in the tens place, so that's the first error. I need to have a 2 in here because I need equal intervals. Even if I have no numbers in the 20s, I need the 2 there to hold that place. So if I was using this to make a bar graph, for example, I would have equal intervals. My graph would be accurate. Here's another problem. The 2 and the 1 are out of order. We need to swap those. Okay. 4, this is good. That tells me there's no numbers in the 40s and that I need to write the 4 there for equal intervals. Here's an issue. Boy, this is a bad one. Whew. The stem part here, these numbers need to be in order from top to bottom, and so obviously the 6 and the 5 need to be switched, and of course then these numbers would follow them. Okay, these are all connected. This means 54 and 55. If I move this 5 somewhere, I need to move all the numbers on the leaf with it, or else it changes the numbers in my list. So let's rewrite this stem and leaf plot the right way. Okay, here it is the correct way. I'm going to go 0 through 6, and I'm not going to leave anything out. Then I have my 4. I have nothing there with the 1s or the 2s. With the 3s, remember I need to switch the 1 and the 2, so I'm going to put those in order. Nothing in the 4s. The 5s, remember the 5 needed to move up here, but the 4 and the 5 need to come with it. And then the 6 was fine, but the 3s need to go with it when I moved it down. So that's the correct way to write that stem and leaf. Boo on this one. Yay on that one. All right, we've done about everything we can do with a stem and leaf plot. Thanks for watching these 2 videos, and I will see you soon. Thank you.